eliminating the root by tracing the root backward until there is nothing more to trace back. And that's where we end up seeing the plain sight truth. Once we see the plain sight truth, the mind drops. And basically, the mind becomes the ally rather than the enemy. Then we can walk with our mind. We won't be affected by the mind. The mind becomes a reference point only, not as a reality, as a reference point. And then we can rearrange our mind, especially when we have to be part of the world with the people. We have to have the mind, and we can rearrange the mind in a positive sense, or align with the relative truth, and that's how it goes. But if you are not able to dismantle the mind and see the truth, the mind becomes a source of struggle. We end up fighting with the mind, and mind seems like an enemy all the time. Yes, you see the joy in the mind, but most of the time it's an enemy, because the mind is always producing the conflict, the constant fear. And when that is there, it's an enemy, isn't it? So you don't have to make your mind an enemy. You can make it as an ally by seeing the plain sight truth. And seeing the plain sight truth is about witnessing yourself and working on the mind, working on the belief, the preference. All your preference and belief is the mind. And if you trace your preference back to its root and figure out, if you see that root is the root itself is the fear, and if you dismantle the fear to go further back until nothing is left, that's how you're gonna be free from the mind. Anyway, stop taming the mind. Taming is not gonna work, especially when I see the Buddhist approach coming in. The taming the mind comes in a lot. I hear from the Buddhist stuff, but even the rest of the world, itself is doing the taming work. Meditation is what? With the technique, it's taming your mind. You're focusing on something so hard that itself is taming. You're trying to control the mind.